Hello and welcome back to my series to A Gentleman's Guide to Cosy Living, and in today's episode I decided to embrace being alone, and this is why I think you should also do something similar. So someone who is single and sometimes struggles with mental health, I think it's important to learn how to embrace being alone. And although I do have a great support system of close friends and family, all of us navigate our own journeys, and sometimes when you are alone, you may struggle to navigate it. So, for me personally, to begin with, it's important to be comfortable and to love yourself.
Thank you.
And
Have a nice
to
day.
enjoy being alone. I know that can sound very difficult. And the question I do ask myself, and something to ask you as well, is would you rather be alone, comfortable by yourself and doing what you want, or being alone in a relationship where you are with someone but you feel the constant loneliness? And I know I'd prefer the first option, to be honest. And then it's also important to soak up being single and enjoy everything that life has to offer. And one of my best advices for this is to do the things that you enjoy. So for me, going to the bookshop, going to the cinema, even though I can do these with friends or family, when you have the urge to do something and maybe sometimes other people don't want to do it, I say just go and do it, because you don't want to set yourself back or hold yourself back from doing the things that you want to do, and to embrace that loneliness and to embrace the fact that you can go and do something that you enjoy without having the need of someone else with you. And so for me, going to the bookshop, going to the cinema to watch Captain America, and going out for food is something that I don't mind doing by myself. And you know that can be quite daunting for a lot of people. So what I recommend is just choosing one thing that you like to do. So that's walk along the beach, going to a bookshop, going to a cafe and read. Doing this can actually help you in the long term and being able to be a bit more independent and also understanding yourself, because I do get into a rhythm of starting to question things a lot about myself, starting to think of different questions and ideas, and just navigating myself and my own emotions as well. Another way that you can do this is having a diary where you can just write how you feel for that day, or for me, I write what I've done for that day, how I felt about it. And when I used to do my old journal method of doing a weekly review, that's when I would review my week, how I felt during that week, what I want to see for the next week, and what I want to see to improve on myself. And I know it's better said than done, because sometimes I didn't always follow through with this, and it can be a difficult thing to create a habit from and to do this repetitively. And even recording myself right now eating, that was also quite a scary thing for me to do, because I was surrounded by people and I didn't want people to stare at me, but then why should I let other people's feelings or how they look at me deter away from what things that I want to do? So that's something that I'm trying to work on myself, is to feel myself more in public and not to feel embarrassed or ashamed for doing the things that I want to do. And that can be applied for anything as well during life. Hello everyone, so it's Sunday and I went to a charity fundraiser last night, and it was for prostate cancer, and the people that organised it, they had raised over £600, which is really good, and it's for a very good cause. I did talk about prostate cancer in one of my previous videos, so go check that out if you are interested in it, and it was about men's mental health and also physical health as well. But that's not the point of this video. This video is more of a guide to how to spend time by yourself. So as you've seen, I was spending time by myself yesterday, and I had passed my driving test. So by the time you see this video, it has been about 3 weeks now since I passed my test, and I'm very happy with myself. I'm glad to have my license now, and so I thought I would go out and reward myself and just spend time by myself, and I think it's okay to do that. We shouldn't spend time by ourselves all the time, but I think people put pressure on having to spend time with people quite a lot and not find that enjoyment of being by themselves. So yesterday I decided to go out and do the things that I've been wanting to do. So I decided to buy some books, and I bought some books. Hello Blaze. Enjoying the video. I bought some books that I had seen on Instagram and YouTube that had been recommended, as well as a book from a series. I think it's going to be a series, maybe, I'm not sure, but it's basically another book from the same sort of series, if you like, same author. And so I thought I'd show you what I bought yesterday. After my shopping spree, I also went to see the new Captain America film, and then I had food at Chiquitos. So firstly I bought Watermoon, and it's a book where a ramen shop is disguised as a pawn shop, and people who can go there, they tend to sell part of their, or pawn off I should say, their life choices or deepest regrets. And it follows Hana Ishikawa, and I heard it's a really good story. I decided to get the one with the sprayed edges. I'm not really bothered about sprayed edges. The last book I did have was Pumpkin Spice Cafe, I think it was, but the paper quality just wasn't that good. So this one, however, the paper seems to be a little bit better. Anyway, I'm looking forward to reading this one, and it is by Samantha Soto Yambo. Sorry if I mispronounced it. I also really love the cover as well. So next, to do with the series I was on about, is the next book, and it's More Days at the Morizaki Bookshop. I had read this in 3 to 5 days. I was just reading it on the train to and from Norwich. We went to see my friend back beginning of January, and it was actually quite an easy read. There's less page numbers than the previous one. I think the previous one had about 200. This one's got about 170. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to reading this one as well, and I will definitely give a review about that one. Next and final, I should say, is Welcome to the Hoinodong Bookshop. This one, I believe, is a Korean book, which has obviously been translated into English by Hwang Boo Hoon, sorry, and it's been translated by Shanatan, and I think it's quite good that they now have the translator on the cover of the books and also being acknowledged, because they obviously spend time and effort of being able to translate some of the books. And the previous person who translated More Days at the Morizaki Bookshop, they gave their translation to friends and family, making sure that the book was not properly, so you'd still get the same essence and the same value and the same how the author portrays the story to an English audience, and making sure the same messages are for everyone to be able to read and understand. And so I'm hoping the same from this book. Hello again, Blaze. So this book is supposed to be about a woman who basically just goes through life from set plans. You know, they school, they go to university, should be getting married, but everything kind of falls in a sense, and I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. And that was kind of the same with the days at the Morizaki Bookshop as well. So you can probably see a theme here with these books, but I've been getting into reading more Asian authors, and I think it's important to read more authors from different cultures, different backgrounds, and having a in-depth understanding of another person's of life. And so I'm really looking forward I'm really looking forward to reading these books, and I will obviously be removing stickers. Buy one get one half price. So all in all, these books, I think I paid £27 in total. I had a £10 voucher for Waterstones, so that helped, and also having buy one get one half price as well. Are you okay? Oh. Next, to treating myself, you have seen from me being in H&M, I decided to buy the cream and also green t-shirt. The reason why I bought these two t-shirts was I'm going to Malawi and I'm sure I've mentioned it several times, in August, and I wanted some t-shirts where I can feel comfortable in. I do tend to buy most of my clothes sort of secondhand from Vinted or Depop. However, I wanted to buy some t-shirts where I know that I had them ready. I'm still looking on Vinted and Depop for sort of like the right size and the right colours, because you can't wear dark colours, for example blacks and navy blues or dark blues, as this attracts testy flies as well. So I wanted to go for a light colour base, as well as I'm hoping that green's more like a khaki green, so that's not too bad, to be honest. So yeah, I decided to treat myself to a couple of t-shirts from H&M. And then finally I watched Captain America Brave New World as part of my treat myself day / reward myself. I really enjoyed the film. I don't see why people are hating on it. I feel like it has sort of now reset Marvel on the right course. Deadpool and Wolverine sort of cut ties and finished everything off, the whole timeline, multiverse shenanigans that was going on. And so I'm not going to spoil the film, other than I think it is a good reset for Marvel. I think I would recommend to go and watch it. It's not the best Marvel film, but it's not the worst Marvel film. I think a lot of Marvel films are kind of like that, and it's a build up to something, and Captain America A Brave New World is that build up film. I know this is not a film review channel or video, but I just wanted to give my 2 pence on the film and how much I actually enjoyed it. And when I left the movie theatre, I did get myself a poster. They just had them out on display and you could take one for free. I haven't had a film poster in a long time, actually. I think the last one I had was for Aquaman, the first Aquaman film, and obviously that came out quite a while ago, and I quite like these film posters, so hopefully when the next Marvel film comes out, Thunderbolts, I'm hoping to go and see that as soon as possible to get a film poster for that film as well. So I hope you enjoyed this week's video, and if you're new here and you fancy sticking around, please click the subscribe button, as I do upload every other Friday, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.